Let me tell you something profound. Your power is in what you choose to reveal and what you choose to guard. There are three things every woman must hold sacred, must shield from the eyes of the world, and especially from a man. This isn't about secrecy, it's about mastery. It's about owning your life, your energy, and your truth. The first thing a woman must hide is her next move. Never let anyone know what you're planning until it's already a reality. Why? Because your dreams are fragile in the beginning. When you expose them too soon, they are subject to doubt, criticism, and sabotage. Protect your ambitions. Nurture them in silence. Then let the results speak louder than any words ever could. The second thing is your true vulnerabilities. Hear me out. This doesn't mean you build walls and shut everyone out. It means you selectively share your struggles with those who have earned the right to hear them. Your vulnerabilities are not weaknesses, they're treasures. If you reveal them to someone who doesn't value you, they may use them against you. Stay strong, stay discerning. And the third thing, perhaps the most powerful, is your deepest desires. Why? Because desires shape actions. When others know what drives you, they can manipulate or even diminish your fire. Guard your inner compass with everything you've got. Share it only with those who want to see you thrive, not those who seek to control you. Now, listen closely. This isn't about being deceitful. It's about boundaries. It's about commanding respect for yourself and your journey. You are not here to be anyone's open book. You are a masterpiece in progress, and the artist controls what the world gets to see. So today, take back your power, speak less, act more, shield what matters, because when you operate from a place of self-control and authenticity, you become unstoppable. You become the architect of your destiny. Let's rise up and own our lives, because this world isn't waiting for you to take permission. It's waiting for you to take permission. It's waiting for you to take charge. Boundaries are the invisible lines that define where you end and the rest of the world begins. They are the framework within which you operate, a declaration to the world that says, this is who I am and this is what I stand for. Boundaries are not walls, they are the architecture of respect, both for yourself and for others. They allow you to create a life that aligns with your values, your goals, and your sense of self. Without them, you lose sight of where you're going because you've allowed external forces to dictate your direction. When you set boundaries, you're not pushing people away, you're inviting the right ones to step closer. A life without boundaries is a life where other people's demands, opinions, and expectations take precedence over your own needs and desires. It's where you give up control of your energy and your focus. Boundaries are not selfish, they're essential. They're what allow you to show up as your best self, to give generously without depleting yourself, and to protect your peace in a world that often thrives on chaos. Boundaries teach people how to treat you. They communicate your worth without you having to say a word. When you enforce boundaries, you're saying, I value myself enough to walk away from what doesn't serve me. It's not about controlling others, it's about mastering your reactions, your choices in your life. Boundaries are not static, they evolve as you do. As you grow and change, so too will the lines you draw. The more you understand your worth, the stronger your boundaries become. Establishing boundaries requires courage because it often means standing firm in the face of opposition. There will be moments when setting a boundary feels like a confrontation, and moments when it feels like a revelation. But every time you honor your limits, you reinforce your self-respect. People who truly care for you will respect your boundaries. Those who don't will reveal themselves through their disregard for your limits. This clarity is a gift, even when it's painful. It allows you to surround yourself with relationships that nurture your growth instead of stifling it. Boundaries are also about energy management. You have a finite amount of time, focus, and emotional bandwidth, and boundaries ensure you're using them wisely. They help you say no without guilt and yes without regret. They give you the freedom to prioritize what matters most without feeling stretched too thin. Boundaries don't make you unkind or distant, they make you intentional. They allow you to pour into the things that truly matter instead of scattering your attention in 100 directions. Having boundaries means you know your worth and refuse to settle for anything less. It's an act of self-love and an expression of your belief in your own potential. Boundaries are not a luxury, they are a necessity. They are the compass that keeps you aligned with your highest self and the life you're meant to live. Persistence is the unwavering force that keeps you moving forward, even when the path ahead seems uncertain, difficult, or filled with obstacles. It is the quiet strength that emerges when you refuse to give up, when you decide that no matter how many times you fall, you will rise again. Persistence isn't about forcing progress in the face of all odds. It's about a mindset that says, I am here for the long haul. I am willing to endure the challenges, the setbacks, and the frustrations because I believe in the outcome. It's about showing up every day, even when the results aren't immediate, knowing that each small step is a part of the larger journey toward success. Every great achievement, whether it's in business, relationships, personal growth, or creativity, requires persistence. It's easy to stay motivated when everything is going smoothly, but real growth comes from pushing through the hard moments, the moments when things aren't working the way you expect. Persistence doesn't look for shortcuts, it values the process and understands that real transformation happens when you keep pushing, even when the going gets tough. It's about committing to the long-term vision and remaining dedicated to that vision, no matter how many failures or setbacks you experience along the way. Those who succeed in life aren't always the ones with the most talent or resources. Often it's those who can continue despite the challenges, who find success. Persistence is what separates those who dream from those who make their dreams a reality. It's about resilience in the face of rejection, a refusal to let disappointments define you, and the courage to press on even when the world seems to be telling you to stop. Those who are persistent understand that failure is not the end, but a necessary part of the journey. It's a lesson, an opportunity to adjust, learn, and grow. Every failure brings you one step closer to success as long as you choose to persist and adapt. But persistence isn't just about brute force. It's about strategy, adaptability, and the willingness to change tactics when necessary. It's not about mindlessly pushing through walls, but about knowing when to shift your approach, try a new angle, or learn a new skill. Persistence requires you to have faith in your ability to solve problems, to know that every challenge has a solution if you are willing to keep searching for it. It's about trusting that the work you're putting in day after day is laying the foundation for something greater, even if it's not immediately visible. Those who persist are also willing to embrace discomfort. They know that growth comes from stepping outside their comfort zones, from doing the things that scare them or make them uncertain. But they also know that this discomfort is temporary, and that on the other side lies a level of achievement and self-empowerment that would never have been possible without the persistence to push through it. Persistence builds muscle, not just in the body, but in the spirit. It strengthens your resolve, sharpens your focus, and teaches you the true meaning of commitment. It turns dreams into reality, not by guaranteeing an easy path, but by ensuring that you never quit trying. Courage is the inner strength that pushes you to act, even when fear stands in your way. It is the ability to face the unknown, to take risks, and to pursue your goals in spite of the doubts and challenges that may arise. Courage is not the absence of fear, but rather the willingness to move forward, even when fear is present. It is the voice inside you that says, even though I am scared, I will not let that stop me from moving forward. Courage doesn't always roar. Sometimes it's the quiet determination to take the next step, the resolve to continue when things are tough, and the willingness to confront your limitations in order to overcome them. True courage often comes when you face situations that feel overwhelming or uncertain. It is easy to be courageous when things are going well, when the path is clear and the rewards are immediate, but courage is tested in moments of adversity. It is in these moments that you must dig deeper and find the strength to press on. Courage does not always come in big, bold acts of bravery. Sometimes it is about making a decision to stay the course, to face a challenge head-on when everything inside you says to run. It is about acknowledging your fear but refusing to let it control you. Courage is also about embracing change. Life is constantly evolving, and with change comes the fear of the unknown. Yet it is only through change that you can grow and transform. Courage allows you to leave behind what is comfortable, familiar, and safe in order to chase something better, something that aligns with your true potential. It requires you to be vulnerable, to put yourself in a position where you might fail, knowing that failure is not a reflection of your worth, but a stepping stone to greater success. Courage gives you the strength to take that leap, to pursue your dreams even when the future seems uncertain. Courage is not just about external challenges, but about confronting your own inner fears and limiting beliefs. Many of the battles we face are not with the world around us, but with a voice inside our heads that tells us we are not good enough, that we cannot succeed, or that we will fail. The courage to challenge voices, to confront self-doubt, and to push through the internal barriers we've set for ourselves is just as powerful as facing external adversity. It's the courage to say, I am worthy of success and I can do this, even when everything around you feels like it's falling apart. In relationships, courage is also required to be vulnerable, to open yourself up to others, and to allow yourself to be seen for who you truly are. It takes courage to share your true thoughts, feelings, and desires, knowing that not everyone will understand or accept them. But it is through this vulnerability that we create deeper connections, find understanding, and experience true intimacy. Courage in relationships means standing up for yourself, setting boundaries, and advocating for your needs, even if it feels uncomfortable or confrontational. Courage isn't about being fearless, it's about acting in spite of fear. It's about taking that first step, even when the road ahead is unclear. It's about trusting yourself, your instincts, and your ability to navigate the unknown. It is through courage that we find our true strength and realize that we are capable of achieving more than we ever thought possible. Courage is the fuel that powers our journey toward greatness, and it's the key to unlocking the potential that lies within each of us.